Day night baseball from Coors Field in Denver. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend. In now, Lee Smiley. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Talkman makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Now to the plate, Lee Smiley. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off. Shoots this one over to first. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Digging in to try it again, Ryan Healy. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to left. Denny is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. That'll bring up Tony Walters.
Now batting, catcher, Tony Walters.
The 0-2 delivery. Popped him up. Gallo ranging into shallow right, and that's the third out. At the plate, Mike Talkman. First time up, he went down looking. Pulled toward right center field. Smiley is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Hit high and deep to right center. Calling for it, Patterson. He's got it one away. In now for Colorado, Tony Walters, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Smiley on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Rockies forced to settle for one. Seventh inning. So striding forward now, Lee Smiley.
Lee Smiley.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit to short.
Come on.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the coming to the plate, Mike Talkman. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up.
Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. And they'll tie the ball game as the run scores from second to make it a 2-2 ball. Well, everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particularly notable performance. So he's our. And we picked this game up with the bases empty and a run already in the inning.
Now batting.
Striding in, Lee Smiley. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Oh boy, this is some serious bragging rights for the next couple weeks in the clubhouse. When a relief pitcher gets an AB and is able to capitalize with a big base hit, he's not going to let the boys hear the end of this one.
Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Billy Hamilton. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. One strike offering now to Hamilton. But this is speared by the first baseman, and they'll put the tag on him heading back to first. Severino Gonzalez takes the ball now in inning number.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the ninth, and secured the W in the bottom half.
And as we set the stage for you here, currently 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. So stepping in, Lee Smiley, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Fly ball out toward left center field. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. The relay. And he is in there with an RBI triple. And the runner stuck in a pickle between third base and home. And he'll be tagged out as he got caught between third and home. Mario Quezada enters now in a mop-up. 8-2 is how this one ends today. The Colorado Rockies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. John Gray hangs win number 11 on his line. And as we join the ballgame in progress here, we find the bases empty, nobody out in the inning.
Leading off for the Marlins, center fielder.
And now a pitch on the way.
Smiley.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
Oh boy, this is some serious bragging rights for the next couple weeks in the clubhouse. When a relief pitcher gets an AB and is able to capitalize with a big base hit, he's not going to let the boys hear the end of this one.
This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Coming to the plate now, Micah Hatton. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Into the bleachers and gone.
They seem to forget that the game started a while ago, but better late than never, I guess. Sometimes one big hit is all it takes to get a team going. We'll see if they can build on it and make a run here.
Brian Ellington will come on in relief. This one ends with a 10-5 score. The Colorado Rockies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
A skipper appeals to his players to demonstrate some resilience in how they finish a rough season.
And we're going to have a pinch hitter to start things out here in the top half of the inning. Omar Sandoval is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. A.J. Pollock is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the Severino Gonzalez.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
3-2 to finish in tonight's game. The Miami Marlins get their 30th win on the road so far. And we'll welcome you into our ball game as we find ourselves with the bases empty and nobody out in the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Liner towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Oh boy, this is some serious bragging rights for the next couple weeks in the clubhouse. When a relief pitcher gets an AB and is able to capitalize with a big base hit, he's not going to let the boys.
Here now the 2-2. Runner goes for second. That's a strike to throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. 8-1 our score as you look at our in-game line score. This one pretty much all over but the shouting. This one's down to third. To his left, Taylor. And there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Romeo Gallo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready on 1 and 2. Line drive to center field. Pollock will get there and he puts it away to retire the side. So no runs on a hit here. No. Mario Quezada is on to pitch out.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
And it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll come on with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Lee Smiley.
A bouncer up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. The pitcher can't be too mad.
The batter, number 6, center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. Severino Gonzalez comes out of the bullpen.
And that's save number 33 on the season for him, matching my career best for a season. The difference is he still has a chance to notch number 34. Another nice outing from him.
And as we begin the live action here, there's currently settling in now, Lee Smiley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And a foul tip held onto here at strike 1. Hit down the line at first. Hernandez ranges to his left, and he'll step on. Now at the plate, Lee Smiley. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Smiley.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the leadoff hitter reaches with good speed. The 2-hole hitter can handle the bat. We'll see if they have a play on here with nobody out. Standing in, Lewis Brinson. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous play. he's running. Strike called. Now the throw down. He skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
Spin and a throw back to second, and a dive, but he's back. Smiley stands at second with no outs. Oh, and he turns on this fastball and sends it out to deep left field. And I would say he got just about all of that one as this ball is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 18 for him on the campaign, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Talk about a one-man gang. He knocks not one but two.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Smiley is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Ready now, Lee Smiley. He singled his last time up.
Lee Smiley.
First pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Davies sprinting after it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Marlins on top, 9-2. Set to get his day started, Tomas Nido, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Giving chase is Brinson. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double. And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Smiley is there, and he has it for the first out. 12-4 is the final in this game. Miami played in an even dozen runs to come out on top today. So we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the bases empty and 1 gone in the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Lee Smiley.
Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well. Out of here. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 2 for him on the year. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Mario Quezada has been summoned from the bullpen. A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Cubs led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Drew Smiley earns his 12th victory in the ball game. Dylan Peters was only able to work So we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the bases empty and one gone in the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Lee.
There you go. Make the turn. Have a
On
look.
a line, that's a base hit.
Hey, guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
The batter, number 6, center fielder, Ellie.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
The right fielder, number 9, Lewis Brinson.
Struck him out again, I should say. His third punt. Jordan Lyles comes on to pitch now.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
MLB The Show's coverage. Striding into the box, Lee Smiley. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty, I know we're getting ready for game 2, but yesterday, man, road trip got off to a great start. They pounded the baseball, pitched, played defense. This team comes in riding high into game 2.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the third. Into the box now, Lee Smiley. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher.
Stepping up now, Lee Smiley. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. And a dive, but he's back in. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a bunt attempt here. This is foul for the first strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play. Digging in now, Lee Smiley.
Center fielder, Lee Smiley.
He's set and the pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. After it is Hicks. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. Striding in to start the 9th, Darrell Burnham, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Smiley giving chase, and that's the first out of the inning. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Atlanta used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Julio Garcia records the victory. And as we jump into action here, we've currently got a runner at first with 2 down in the inning. Set to get his day started, Lee Smiley, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over. 6-1 the final tally today. So it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter coming on now with a runner at first and one gone.
Up next for the Marlins, center fielder, Lee.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one. And there's ball one. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Anderson leads off first with one away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. Kyle Ryan is on to pitch.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody.
And as we set the situation for you here, there's a runner at first with nobody out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Stepping into the box, Lee Smiley. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Third home run for him on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Man, he threw it.
Mario Quezada.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games, but they got the monkey off their back here with the win and are hoping to build on that now.
11-8. So we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the bases empty and one gone in the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Lee Smiley.
And that misses, ball one. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. Chavez typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty V, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. Miami jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. And as we join the ballgame in progress here, we find the bases empty, nobody out in the inning.
Leading off for the Marlins.
At the plate, Lee Smiley. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th as he was a late entrant into this one. Ball one to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Hard hit ball to short. Lindor is up with it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, one away. Bennett Montoya hits.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games, but they got the monkey off their back here with the win and are hoping to build on it.
with the arrival of another spring, teams gather to gear up for a brand new season.
And it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here to start things out in the bottom of the inning.
Leading off for the Marlins, center fielder.
Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. Makes the play, one away.
This guy's not wasting.
Mario Quezada.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Fish took the lead. And as we join our ball game here, our situation finds the bases empty with 1 gun in the inning. Digging in, Lee Smiley. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. High pop up. And there's out number 2. Jerry Spamiglia will come on in.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
And we'll welcome you into our ball game as we find ourselves with the bases empty and nobody out in the inning. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the pitch. To first. Rizzo is there. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Bennett Montoya enters from the pen.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
And as we set the situation for you here, there's a runner at first with nobody out. Up next from Miami, Lee Smiley is getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. Too low with the curveball. 1 ball, no strikes. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Moving under at half. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Severino Gonzalez will come on in.
I expect this series to be a battle, so to take the first game at home is definitely the way you want to start it out. Give that home crowd a reason to come back tomorrow for what will hopefully...
afternoon baseball now from beautiful Marlins Park in Miami, Florida. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Miami Marlins. Interleague baseball comes. Digging in, Garrett Brewster, and the Red Sox with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Fastball hit on the ground is short. To his Riley. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Red Sox settled for just the. Stepping up to the plate, Lee Smiley, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Right side hit hard. And this will be a base hit as they too will play to run in the first inning to tie up the ball game early.
That's just your classic Ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel to the ball right there, able to get that one through and picks up an RBI. Hard hit and a well-deserved run batted in.
Batting fourth.
So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Ryan Healy. And the Marlins looking for more in the game's opening frame. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. But that'll be off the right field wall. And the runner will score from second as they take a 2-1 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Now the payoff pitch home. Smoke toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out. Now batting, Brian Anderson. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Vanny?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. Nunez on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Now in the box, Eduardo Nunez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one, down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Striding in once again, Lee Smiley. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. And he gets the call that time for strike number one. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped two straight.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by one run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is... A great shot there of the blue waters and long sandy stretches of Miami Beach. Back now for the... Malik Smith the next to hit. It was an RBI triple for him in his first at-bat. And now a pitch on the way. A bouncer to the left side. Smiley on to first, and that is two quick outs to start the fourth. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Dominic Chavez. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Cue shot here out towards short, and this will be pulled in easily for the final out. Ready for another shot now, Lee Smiley. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Lee Smiley.
Here comes the first pitch. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. hit to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Ready for another chance. Lee Smiley. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lays off 1-0.
This game is getting interesting real quick. The last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. And the pitch on 2-1. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. So digging in now, Eduardo Nunez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ground to short. Smiley. Throw on to first, and now the Red Sox are down to their final out.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
So we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the bases empty and 1 gone in the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Lee Smiley.
3-2's our score here in inning number 6. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
This pitch just misses a bit inside and catches him about mid-thigh. That's the meaty part of the leg, so as soon as the initial pain wears off, he should be just fine.
Now batting, center fielder, William Yu.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Cyrus House.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Trout. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's Bennett Montoya enters to do the pitching.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
And as we welcome you into our ball game, our current situation finds the bases loaded here with still nobody out in the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Stepping into the box, Lee Smiley. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop-up strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
Pulled toward right center field. Trout giving chase. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Bennett Montoya enters to do the pitching in the bottom. 16-6 in this one today. The Philadelphia Phillies came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. And as we join the ball game in progress here, we find the bases empty, nobody out in the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. And it's fouled away. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Popped him up. Crawford moving to his left. One down. Brian Ellington will come on in. A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Phils used it. And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something started with the bases empty and 2 away.
Center fielder.
Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Down the first baseline. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Brian Ellington is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. New York hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. And as we pick up live action, runners are currently at corners here with 2 gone in the inning. Digging in, Lee Smiley. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Line towards center field. Davies is there, and he puts this one away for the third. Severino Gonzalez has been summoned from the.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure.
And as we welcome you into the ball game, we find the bases empty, 1 away here in the inning. At the plate, Lee Smiley. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Mario Quezada. And the score finishes 4-1 today. New York wrote an.
A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.
And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something started with the bases empty and 2 away.
Center fielder, Lee Smiley.
Popped high in the air. Bell shading to his right. And that retires the side. Severino Gonzalez is on to pitch.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine.
And as we welcome you into the ball game, our current situation finds the bases empty and 2 men retired in the inning.
Up next for the Marlins.
Ready now for the Marlins, Lee Smiley. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th as he was a late entrant into this one. He'll whip this one to first. Bennett Montoya takes over to a 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Pirates took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. And this change to tell you about defensively, as it looks like we'll have a new second baseman enter the game.
Second baseman, Lee Smiley.
Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Super play right there from the short.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Lee Smiley. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Here's a high pop-up. Geronimo will put this one away, and the side is retired. Digging in once again, Thomas Kojima. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, chances of him scoring in time this game become a lot greater.
One on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quick. Leading off the inning, Lee Smiley, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Line toward the alley in left center. And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the 9th. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a 1-run lead.
And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance to second. Next will be the designated hitter, Cyrus House. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. High in the air out to center field. Pompey has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning. Ready once again, Billy Hamilton. Runner in scoring position with two gone. The 2-2. Popped up. Moncada waits on it, and that ends the inning. So a big spot here, and stepping in, Jet Bandy. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Ground ball right side. Throw on to first to be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to 1 here on the RBI. A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Miami Marlins used So with the runner in scoring position at second base and one away in the inning, it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here.
Center fielder, Lee Smiley.
Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Paul rounds the corner and is headed home. The tag by Ramos, and they got him at home plate.
Center fielder number 24, William Yu.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this Severino Gonzalez gets the call.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of...
Well, with the roof shut. Stepping in, Lee Smiley. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. Sends that one out of play for strike one. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row. And I think
a swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And the throw in gets away from him.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
Chopped weakly to the left. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. The pitcher, Juan Quevedo, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on. A throw behind the runner at second, and he just manages to get his hand in. Now a bunt attempt here.
Stand up right here. Stand up. Pick it up.
And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. Into the box now, William Yu. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Popped him up. Kemp is there. And he makes the catch for the second out. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Cyrus House. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. Here it comes on 0-2. And he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's his. Standing in, Lee Smiley. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Grounded to third. Mendoza has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Digging in the switch hitter, Lee Smiley. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First delivery to him on the way. Heading out toward shallow right. Santana moving in, and that's the 3rd out. Coming to the plate now, Corey Dickerson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Corey Dickerson.
Hit sharply on the ground. Smiley comes up with it, and there's 1 away. Next for Milwaukee, Tony Kemp. He was a ground out victim last time up. The 1-2. On the ground to second. Smiley. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Carlos Benitez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Lee Smiley will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Phillips is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away. Now at the plate, Lee Smiley. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Lee Smiley.
From the stretch. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. A ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. And a bouncing ball, foul. Here now the 2-2. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get.
And as we join our ball game here, our situation finds the bases empty with 1 gun in the inning.
Now batting, center fielder.
So striding in, Lee Smiley, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Hit in the air to right field. Santana back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Brian Ellington. This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Brewers used a nice 5th inning to take. Almost ready for baseball in Milwaukee. The roof is closed and the atmosphere perfect inside Miller Park. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Miami Marlins and the Milwaukee Brewers. Set to get his day started, Lee Smiley. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Grounded to short. Garcia fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Into the box, Matt Duffy. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Matt Duffy.
Sent on the ground out to second. Smite it up, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the 2nd out. Now at the plate, Lee Smiley. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Smiley.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field, base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Hey, good job of hitting right there, D. Runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that. Hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, it took it right back at where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners. Hit something hard up the middle, whether it be on the ground or in the air. You're going to drive the run in.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Polanco. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of base in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys.
Stepping in, Lee Smiley. He singled his last time up.
Lee Smiley.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Now a bunt attempt here. And there's one down now. In now, Jorge Polanco. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Jorge Polanco.
Here's the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Garcia has it, and there's out number 2. Here's Jurickson Profar.
Up next for the Marlins, left fielder, Jurickson Profar.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Softly on a line to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So here's the cleanup hitter, Domingo Santana. It was a walk in his last trip.
Domingo Santana.
Hit hard on the ground to third. One there. On to first, and they get them both. Now to the plate, Lee Smiley, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Now a bunt attempt here. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line. Digging in to try it again, Brett Phillips. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one. Move into the later innings, down by a bundle, some base runners, and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Throw on to first in time. So striding forward now, Lee Smiley. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Santana has it in his tracks. And that's the 3rd out. Digging in now for the Brewers, Matt Duffy, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit hard on the ground to short. He's got it to second. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is 9-3, the final tally here in this one. The Marlins took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode.
This manager appeals to his hitters to be more discerning at the plate.
About as rare a sight as one may find. Rain falling here at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the Miami Marlins. So coming to the plate, Lee Smiley. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
And a neck-high fastball that time. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Striding in, Lee Smiley. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And this one gets away. And not in time as the run scores. And that is going to cost him a run as he'll scamper home on the wild pitch.
Wow, the pitcher has no one to blame but himself. Man on third, he just uncorks one. The runner alertly takes off immediately and gets their first run of the game. Just hand it to him on a silver platter.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here. And the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety. And right now, this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt. And I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Now Kershaw delivers a 2-2. This one's down to third. Drury has it. And the throw pulls him off the base, and the inning's going to continue. At the plate, Justin Paul, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Hit hard on the ground to short. Story scoops it up. But the feet of the second baseman is a wild one. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Hans Tennis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Looking to minimize the damage here. He pulls this one into right, and that's in there, base hit. Now the relay home, and now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home, and he will make it back in there. He's safe at third.
Boy, Dero, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Popped him up, and that's in there, base hit. 1 run is scored. And a relay home, but this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
You know, Dero, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on.
Next for the Dodgers, Andrew Knapp, runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry. Have a good feel on that grip. It's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
The second for 1. On to first, a double play. Coming to the plate now, Lee Smiley. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, Earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 3-1 pitch. Fouled off. 4 runs, only 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Line drive to center field, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
So stepping in, Justin Hall. He's got an RBI despite an 0-for-2 effort to this point. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Lee Smiley, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is... Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game. And
Tuesday night baseball. Settling in now, Lee Smiley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
hey, D-Row, there's a case of trying to sneak a piece of cheese by a guy after starting him off with back-to-back off-speed pitches, has him 0-2, and can't get that fastball by him.
Yeah, you're doing him a favor right there. You got him dead to rights, 0-2. You can expand the zone. You can go north, south, east, west, and what does he do? He leaves a fastball, a hittable fastball, and he was able to get a knock.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Standing in, Lewis Brinson, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short, and the two out. So coming to the plate, Yasiel Puig, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. Working for the punch out and the off. Now a bunt attempt here. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play. Now at the plate, Lee Smiley. He reached on a single in his first try. He's set, and the pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner, and then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
The 0-2 delivery. Up around the face.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Peels rounds third and is digging for the plate. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Healy, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the move is Puig. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Jackie Stanley. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. And the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential at this point.
Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning. Next up for Los Angeles, Brandon Drury. He singled his last time up. Reaches up and sends it on the ground to second. On to first, and there are 2 down. Ready now, Lee Smiley. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Skied into very shallow right. Judge is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Striding into the box, Lee Smiley. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Line to the right side. Taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra. Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Los Angeles Dodgers took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Southern California weather at its best. MLB The Show welcomes you to Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Luis Santana, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Vero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win. And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Alex Verdugo.
Short. Smiley is there. Only play will be to first, as we'll see our first run score here, as this is. Stepping up now, Lee Smiley. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Smiley.
Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Tapped down the line. That's a foul ball. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him. And with it, the Marlins are back even now at 1-1.
Everybody loves to get on a good piece of cheese. Hit a fastball out of the yard. But I tell you what, to be able to stay back and take a curveball deep, it's one of those special feelings when you can recognize and react, keep your hands back, and drive it out of the yard.
Into the box now, Clay Phelps. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Barehanded. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the end. Digging in and looking for more, Lee Smiley.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield, around the mound, and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
And he is in there.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
Digging in now, Ryan Healy. No hits to this point. Comes set, and the 0-1. Just got a piece to the right side. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Stepping into the box, Lewis Brinson, runner in scoring position with two gone. The 0-2 home, and he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Tim LeCastro. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Hit sharply on the ground, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. In to score, the runner from second. Lee Smiley will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
From the belt, the pitch sent on the ground out to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Brandon Drury will bat next. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a high pop-up. House calls for it. But it's the shortstop that gets there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Abasayu Garcia.
On the ground to second. Did he get his double play? There's one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. At the plate, Lee Smiley. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. First offering on its way. Missed with a slider. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounder down the line at third. Drury gloves it. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
Digging in, Ryan Healy. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. The 0-1. Line drive to left. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, Were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Here's a little chopper up the middle on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are tied 4-4. Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through and it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well.
And it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here to start things out in the bottom of the inning.
Leading off for the Marlins, center fielder, Lee Smiley.
He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The windup and the 0-1. 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And the Marlins have something cooking. It's a leadoff double.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
Popped up. McMahon is under it as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman.
Hit well on the ground to first. McMahon's got it, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Jorge.
Got him, and that's the third time we've written a K next to his name. The famous neon lights of Ocean Drive in Miami Beach. Welcome back to baseball on the show. Severino Gonzalez comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And this evening's ends. Rain falling down tonight, but we're told they will not be closing the roof, so we'll have to make do. Striding in for the Rockies, Robbie Luna, and the Rockies trying to hang even more damage on the scoreboard in the opening frame. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Charging this one, and that's out number 1. Up next from Miami, Lee Smiley. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
The 1-2. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Stepping up to the plate, Justin Hall. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen.
Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
So here now is the pitcher, Arlene Garcia, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Digging in, Lee Smiley. He reached on a single in his first try. Here comes the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Now in the box, Justin Hall. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. On the ground to third. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So striding in, Kyle Freeland, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 2-2. On the ground out to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1. That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and he has some trouble. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that. Striding in once again, Lee Smiley. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Beebe is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. That'll bring up Tony Walters. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. Boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open. Ready for another shot now, Lee Smiley. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Throw's going to go on to first, so a perfect sacrifice there as now the go-ahead run moves into scoring position here. In now for Colorado, Pat Valaika singled homer run in his last time up. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Pretty. Ready for another chance, Lee Smiley. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. The Fish find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all over the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, Dero, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And he missed with it. Ball 4, so that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Here now the 2-2. Now a bunt attempt here. Only play to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Rico Del
Miami down to their last strike. Dribbled up the line. Pacheco gonna have to hurry, and the throw is off target there, so he'll reach first base safely.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
William Hughes.
Now the 1-2 pitch. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. Marlins forced to settle for one. And we'll have to cancel those dinner reservations, partner. 11th inning coming up. And we are all tied 5-5. So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Pat Valaika. And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. This remains a 5-all ball game. Now batting, Jeff Beebe. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Jeff Beebe.
A bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. So digging in now, Lee Smiley. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Smiley.
First offering on its way. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. A ball and a strike.
Well, he was definitely trying to end it with one swing of the bat right there, leaving nothing to the imagination. That's the problem sometimes. Everyone wants to be a hero in extra innings instead of just getting on base and playing it like another inning.
The 2-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Beebe ranging back at the track. And that ball is gone. Santa Maria, game over. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get to extra innings, you're looking to piece together a rally or scratch any runs you can across the plate. But he says, hey, to heck with that. I'm going to do it with one swing of the bat. So a walk-off home run ends this thing in extras. That was fun.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. Miami swung the bats well with 16 hits. Mario Quezada claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching him. And as we pick up live action, runners are currently at the corners here with 2 gone in the inning. Digging in, Lee Smiley. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
A ball and no strikes, here it is. And that one just missed outside.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Fouled away. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball up the middle, and it's going to get through into center field for a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and don't look now. They've cut the lead down to 2.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
But listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but
man, that was definitely a hard-earned victory, but that's what's going to make it even more satisfying. They take it in 12 innings on the road, and it's all smiles now.
From Little Havana, just west of downtown Miami, we've got baseball from Marlins Park. Settling in now, Dan Irwin. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
First baseman, Dan Irwin.
Hit ball to short. Smiley fields it. And that's the first out. Stepping into the box, Lee Smiley. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Williams going back, still ranging back, and it's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Third home run for him on the year, and the Marlins have made this a 2-1 game.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field.
Ready now for the Marlins, Lee Smiley. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Trout has a read on it. 1 out. Digging in once again, Lee Smiley. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Here's a pop-up now, and a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
That's a really difficult turn for a first baseman. You have to come get the ball, make a strong, accurate throw. So you need 2 good throws, not in.
Ready once again, Lee Smiley. He singled his last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Very weakly on the ground. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. A bouncer up the middle. Crawford gloves it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. The 0-2 pitch. To short. Hit. And gloves it. Excellent effort, but no chance to make the play at first. That's a base hit. Jake Lamb standing in now. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got, if they could get out of this jam, though.
Into the gap in left center. This is down, and it'll head for the wall. 1 run scores. Now 3 runs are in.
Bases loaded, and he was... Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking...
And we'll welcome you into our ball game as we find ourselves with the bases empty and nobody out in the inning. Stepping in, Lee Smiley. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. And this is low, ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Lined hard toward right center. This will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to hit Mario Quezada.
Here now is our final line score tonight.
And as we join the ball game in progress, we find the bases empty, nobody out in the inning.
Leading off for the Marlins.
Into the box now, Lee Smiley. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. 1-0 the count. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Trout, still going back. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center. 4th home run for him on the season, and it's now a 5-2 game.
Yep, this is why you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world. And when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it.
Mario Quezada.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is that they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers.
And we're going to have a pinch hitter to start things out here in the top half of the inning.
Leading off for Miami, center fielder, Lee.
Popped high in the air. Murray over to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Severino Gonzalez.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one.
Afternoon baseball now from the home of the Reds since 2003. Great American Ballpark. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Miami Marlins and... At the plate, Lee Smiley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard to third. Davis grabs it cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. In now for the Reds, Stuart Turner, and their runners at the corners now. Right back up the middle. Oh, he gathers the throw. He is out.
Wow, that was a great job to rob him of an RBI single. Showed some great athleticism, and it winds up being an RBI groundout instead.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Lee Smiley. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. From the stretch. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. Profar stands at first with one out. Hit out towards second. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Coming to the plate now, Justin Paul. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swinging a soft liner. But this is pulled in by the shortstop. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Hans Tennis. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. Popped up. Davis has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Steve Biggs. He reached on a single in his first try. Now, one attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. Standing in, J.D. Davis, and he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Comes set with the 0-1. The ground is second base. This could be 2. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Digging in the switch hitter, Lee Smiley. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Popped high in the air. Davis is there for it. And the inning is over. Ready now for Cincinnati, Hank Murray. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Hank Murray.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Popped him up. Smiley over to his left. 2 gone. Now at the plate, Lee Smiley. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year, and it's a 5-3 game now.
Oh, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here. Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is that they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
6-3 the final score today. The Cincinnati Reds took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Steve Biggs notches his 3rd win of the year. Hans Tennis was only able to work. And as we pick up the action here, our situation is a runner at second base with 2 out in the inning. Now at the plate, Lee Smiley. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Profar at second with 2 down. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And it's out of the ballpark. Hey, that cleared everything. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. 6th home run on the season for him. And the lead is now 7-2.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Brian Ellington gets the call from the pen.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark.
A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills.
We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First, stepping in, Lee Smiley. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Happ is under it. And the inning is over. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Put in play to the right side of the infield. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Into the box, Lee Smiley. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back. And another snap throw to the bag, and the runner back safely. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. And that's the second out. Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments. They start making some. They don't need to change their entire fairly, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
And there's one away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lee Smiley. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he'll get back in safely. Skied into very shallow right. Hayward has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. In now, Jorge Polanco. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
This is in the air to left. Moving under it, Reyna. And he makes the catch for the second out. Here's Jurickson Profar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Jurickson Profar.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swinging a looper to left. Reyna coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in.
I see you working, big guy. Good job. Way to get on base.
Now to the plate, Brian Anderson. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. The 0-1 pitch. Grounded to the right. Rizzo is there. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't catch. So in now for Chicago, Ian Happ. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Hit ball to second. Smiley from shout. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the. Digging in to try it again, Lee Smiley. He singled his last time up.
Lee Smiley.
First pitch on its way. Line to the right side. But he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Marlins took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Juan Quevedo earns the win, his second. Michael DeSalvo pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Dan Altavilla retires the side to hammer down the save, his 9th of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 2 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Cubs, 1 run on 10 hits. No errors. They left 14 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 38 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Miami. So striding forward now, Lee Smiley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire. So coming to the plate, Albert Almora.
Batting second, right.
The windup and the 0-1. Out towards second. Smiley ranges. And quickly there are 2 away. Striding in, Lee Smiley. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Smiley.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Happ is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Coming to the plate now, Lee Smiley. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Lee Smiley.
First pitch on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Don't expect this pitcher to overthink this right here. You get an ugly swing like that, rinse and repeat.
50th pitch of the game on its way. Nope. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And he's back easily. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. The 3-2 pitch. And a good at-bat that time. As he lays off for ball 4, and as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Bouncer to the left side. Russell's got it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. The next Cub up, Oliver Manuel. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. the ground to second. Backhanded. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Kicking off the top of the ninth, Lee Smiley, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch of the at-bat. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
2 balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Hit down the third base line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The next 3-2. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Soft liner toward first. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over. A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. The Cubbies took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very. And as we welcome you to this one, we find ourselves in quite the situation. The bases are loaded here with 2 gone in the inning. Pedro Strop answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he takes ball 1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. 2 balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Now another 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Hayward is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So they do get Ryan Ellington enters to do the pitching. And this afternoon's game ends 7-3. Chicago jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Ken De La Rosa notches his 3rd win of the year. Arlene Garcia